Hello. Happy New Year. 1st of January 2024. I hope you guys had a nice night last night. Me? What did I do? I stayed home for the 9:30 fireworks. From the balcony here I had a good view, so I just recorded some shots with the camera. They didn't turn out as nicely as I would have liked, but it was still nice to see. And then I got FOMO, so I ended up leaving the house for the midnight one, and I went down to Docklands and I watched it from near Marvel Stadium, and it was really nice, so I'm glad I went up for that. Afterwards, I went on a walk around the city, taking in the whole atmosphere, everyone out and about, city lights and all that. It looked nice. Nice. I need to use more adjectives than just nice. I just realized that now. It's a good adjective. It's a good adjective. What did I do today? I caught up with one of my mates from primary school. Haven't seen him in a while, so that was cool. And now I'm back home. I just finished making a smoothie, had that. I'll be going to the gym shortly as well. After the gym or training, usually I go to sauna as well. So I'll be at the sauna for about half an hour. And I just wanted to sit down and make this quick chicken video. It's been a while since I've done one of these. I think if you follow me on TikTok a long time ago, you may remember these videos I did every day where after the gym walking home, I would just document my day and I'd say what I achieved in that day, how the training session went. And it was more so just to keep accountability to myself, but then also inspire others to stay committed to something they're working on as well. And people really appreciated it, but I kind of just stopped doing it. I was doing the same thing on YouTube as well with my YouTube shorts, and then I just fell off. Something that I mentioned in my previous Instagram post was that I feel like I need to make more results for myself before I start this whole documenting my journey thing. But then that kind of isn't really documenting the journey, I thought, because I'm missing out on the key points, showing where I started and then the journey as well. I think it is important to show people, even though I haven't really made a whole lot of myself yet, and sometimes I wonder why would people want to watch or listen to what I have to say, but it's the whole process. They can see where I started, I can look back and see where I started, and then maybe a few years down the line I can come back to it and just really reflect on the progress I've made, whether it's a lot or a little bit. And then to put that content out there so other people can look at it and interpret in their own way, to hopefully inspire them to stay committed to whatever path they're on or to document their journey as well. I think it's worth doing, and it'll be selfish of me not to share that journey. So, January 1st, I wanted to start it off strong, start it off right, set the camera up on the tripod. I bought a damn mic to use. I've had this mic for months and I've barely even used it. So it's about time I put it to use. I really look forward to the year ahead. I think it's something I've covered before, and it's another thing that I mentioned in my Instagram post I made yesterday, the last post of 2023, that I don't want to be a hypocrite. A lot of the time I do set a good example, or I do keep my word to myself, but it's those moments where I do slip and I say I'm going to do something and then I don't do it. It really affects my confidence and how I view myself. I don't have as much trust in myself as I used to because I say I'm going to do something and then I don't do it. So technically, I'm just lying to myself, and that doesn't feel good. And I can only imagine what that would be like for other people as well. It's like, oh, this guy says he's going to do all that and he does nothing, and then I just look like a fake. And that's the last thing I want to happen. So heading forward into 2024, I want to make sure that I do keep my word to myself consistently. Because let's say throughout 2023, I would make positive changes in my life. I would instill these new positive habits, but then a few weeks down the line, I just wouldn't do it. And then I wouldn't do it the next day, and I wouldn't do it the next day. So all of a sudden, those positive habits that I built up, I kind of just forgot about them. And then I'm back to square one. I'm back to where I was in the beginning, and it feels like I've just wasted the past few weeks because the whole point of building the habit was to keep it a habit, to make it a part of my new lifestyle, a part of my routine. Something that I don't even have to think about. It's just naturally there. But when I would, slip and I'd let myself down, it just felt like I was a liar, just lying to myself. Felt like a waste of time. And I kept trying to figure out why I was making that mistake of not keeping consistent with the things I said I would. And I honestly just think it's nothing like really deep. It's just that I got lazy. I think that's just it. I just got lazy. I thought, oh yeah, I've made positive change. Yes, I can stop now and go back to how I used to. But that's not how I thought, but subconsciously that must be what I was thinking. So heading forward into 2024, I just need to stop being lazy and actually do the things I say I'm going to do. And then build those positive habits, stack daily each win, one after another. And then eventually over time, it will compound. Compound into what? I'm not too sure. But hopefully just a better me in all areas of life that then I can focus on working on bigger things. Or I'm just a more well-rounded, positive person, not only for myself, but for the benefit of others as well. So, keen for the year ahead. I've got to make sure I do what I say I'm going to do. But yeah, it's my birthday in a few months. I want to make sure I finish 22 strong. And yeah, keen for what the future holds. As per usual, I have just got to make shit happen. That is the gist of it. I've got to stop dicking around and take life a bit more seriously again. 2023 seemed more of like a calculated step back. I hope I can say that without getting told off. But Wes Watson, some of you may be familiar with, but he's someone that I really look up to and take a lot of inspiration from. And he's given me loads of really interesting ways to approach and look at life from his content on Instagram and YouTube. But he talks of life in terms of these contraction and expansion phases, where sometimes it might feel like you're taking a step back, or it might seem like life's just hitting you hard, but then that's because it's just preparing you for the next level up, the next expansion in your life, the growth that's about to happen coming forward, and it's just preparing you for that. And looking back on it all, that's what I feel like my 2023 was. And 2024 is when, I will make that expansion happen and I'll grow. I will grow. Even more so. Now, I'm not saying 2023 wasn't a good year. It was a great year. I learned a lot about myself throughout 2023, and it's really awesome to have that level of... Is that introspection? Is that the word I'm looking for? Or just, that internal, that deep thought, not only about myself, but the world around me as well. Just trying to get a better understanding of life in general. That's one of the really good takeaways I had in 2023. But yeah, looking forward to 2024. Hope you guys are too. Time to make stuff happen. Started off with a bang, and I'll see you soon. Hope you enjoyed me waffling for the first time.